we rolling?
Now we are. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the Feel Good podcast, Mr. Tyrone Paulsen. A lot of history here. I don't mean to have guests where the first question keeps recurring as, do you remember when we met? But do you remember when we met?
Well, I think so. I don't know if you remember where we met.
I bet I do, but oh shit. Okay, go.
Okay, I remember for me, it's in OBS. It was a night I was invited by another friend of mine called also Tyrone, DJ Easy. And there was this car meet that was happening. And he said to me, listen, I need you to come. There's some cool people I need you to meet. And then I got introduced to you and Janine on the same day.
You might not know this about me, but I grew up listening to Good Up FM.
Yeah.
So Mark Gilman, Graham White, all those guys. And we used to go to all the little parties, the nightclubs, and so that's how we would live our lives. So I was like DJs, dude. Radio DJ, obviously club DJ and so on. So I was quite happy to have a DJ friend for the first time in my life. But tell me about your DJ careers. Were you not like a god, dude, on the Cape Flats?
So, I mean, look, the DJing thing, I kind of started when I was younger, got into it because I've had uncles that DJ'd, and I had friends in the area that was DJing and all of that. But I really loved the whole hip hop scene that was great. There was these dance crews in Mitchell's Plain growing up. So I was always the guy kind of playing the music. So it was just a kind of a bit of a natural progression to kind of get there. But the DJing thing that I really started concentrating on actually happened after I started doing commercial radio, which, funny enough, next year's 25 years. Damn, so it was about a year into my first commercial radio gig that I was asked to listen, can you actually DJ? And I'm like, look, I dabbled a bit back in the day. Let me give it a go again. So yeah, I only started afterwards. And then from there, kind of just ended up playing in nightclubs all over the place and still at this old age, still continue doing it.
So you're obviously doing like a DJ voice now. Can we hear your normal voice?
That is my normal voice. I can do the DJ voice.
No, you do it hard, and I mean, it almost blends together. Like I've heard other people do DJ voices.
Yeah.
I heard Tyrone. I could hear him in this mall, and then Kelly would be like, "No, that's some other. That's the Mr. Price DJ. That's not Tyrone." Like, oh, okay. It is like a frequency you guys operate on. It's. I mean, I think it's quite impressive. But no, dude, well done. 25 years as a DJ, and then obviously at some point you went, nah, fuck this. I want to talk about cars instead. Because you have joined me in what I do, which is glamorous, right?
It's not so glamorous. It's hard work.
It looked glamorous though, right?
It did for me. You know, that's the scariest thing though. I was again starstruck with you when I met you, because of the magazine that you originally worked at and everything that you did, because I used to buy that magazine. So it was quite awesome to be able to kind of meet the guys who put it together. Joining you guys, it wasn't really a thing that I thought I'm going to do. And then I thought, it's going to be glamorous and I'm going to be going off here and seeing it.
And you do go off here and there. Where did you grow up?
Bonteheuwel originally, Bonteheuwel into Mitchell's Plain, moved there 1980 and moved out in 97. When my parents moved to and we went with, and I think that whole area and the people around me shaped who I am today.
I think there's a misconception about like growing up in the Cape Flats, growing up in the hood, and it being bad, but it was awesome, right?
It was amazing. So I was there with my eldest daughter and just showing her some of the places and where we hung out and what we did. But it was just so cool. And I could tell her that we would literally walk from where we lived to the beach. And then I would get on my bicycle and ride from Portlands to Lentegeur. And sometimes even to Goodwood, because there was a BMX track there.
How many bicycles was stolen? Like of yours? How many
of mine? Not a single one, actually.
Shit, man. I had 2 stolen, and it still affects me to this day. It's a cuck feeling.
I've never had a bicycle stolen.
My problem was I'm like a serious game cop. So I would go to like any shop, any cafe, any bobby shop, skid games.
Yeah.
And so much was the compulsion that at some point you'd be like, where the fuck is my bike?
Yeah.
And then, you'd like, the tears would still welling
Wait,
up.
where did you stay?
Athlone.
In Athlone.
So-
Oh no, so I didn't steal your bike.
No, you didn't steal my bike. Don't steal bikes. It's the worst thing. When you go from mooring someone in street fighting, all of a sudden you're like, Norman Owens, really? Where's my bike? But then came cars. What was the first car, like when you were growing up? Not necessarily that you drove, but that made you go, I think I'm attracted to cars.
So my uncle had this Ford 20M. I don't know if you know.
Oh God, I almost bought one, but please continue.
So he had a 20M, and he absolutely, and it was a 2-door type coupe type thing.
Coupe.
Was absolutely amazing. This was the thing I just absolutely fell in love
he
with.
still-
But that's where it started for me.
Don't you find that AI is just seeping into everything?
Yes, it is, but I think in DJing it's a little bit different, because even though they can decide on choosing certain types of music according to what you listen to, the way you as a DJ play and you express the music and you kind of add and blend them together is to create a reaction for the listener that's actually there. AI will just play stuff according to what that previous genre was. So when you play certain things in a club, people are going to react to it in a certain way. And I don't think AI is able to do that yet. Technology, though, is the one thing for me from a DJing point of view, which I embrace all the way. So I'm not fighting it. But it's also just how you mix it. And it is basically as simple as that. But there's a whole math equation to it, how you calculate the music, the beats, where the structure of a song comes in. And I always say a real good DJ can actually see the music. It's just a way that a human can only do it.
I don't want AI to replace me, you,
No.
anybody, because you never know.
Yes.
You never know where it's going to go. Not in the sense that you might be posting something, you don't know where it's going to end up. I mean, once you start surrendering to the machine and quoting that work as your own, damn, that's a slippery slope. So, dude, now that you are a motor journalist,
Am I?
absolutely. What is your definition of a motoring journalist?
You're a motor journalist. You're the person for me. You know everything about cars. You know how it
Absolutely
makes
not.
you feel. I don't know. It's probably once I've written 100 stories, maybe then I can consider myself. Right now, I've not even done maybe 30. It's about
That is a lot. Like anything comes with practice. What you're clearly experiencing is imposter syndrome, and we all experience that. You want to have your main job, and then this be your side hustle, because then it's a great preview into what you could do, where you could go, your opinion on cars and so on. But you're already established. Okay, what has the best trip been thus far?
I would say the best one so far has had to have been China. It was not because they had the best cars or it was anything. It was more of a cultural experience that blew my mind.
That is a cultural experience.
Like China, you always kind of get a different perspective of it from different people and individuals and stuff that you see. Because China, I thought, was going to be this, look, communist state, watch what you say, you can't walk this way, you can't do this, you have to be straight and narrow and bow, and all of those things. And then you get there and you find these people which are just, they're like us. That was great. So the cultural side was amazing for me. And then also just to see what they are doing, the amount of tech that they're doing. Yes, it is scary that when it comes to the tech that everything is controlled, everything is being watched. But everything works. And that was the impressive part for me. The only thing that I'm a bit concerned about is the autonomous driving thing.
I've seen you drive. I think it might be an improvement.
Yeah, because I'm a rim scraper. Okay, be that guy. Keep on doing what you do, bro.
Glad to get it, dude.
You make
inspired one guy.
You make old people like me, even inspire old folks like me. But thanks a lot.
You're like 2 or 3 years older than me.
I'm still older than you. My knees and my broken wrist and fingers and stuff will all say it.
Whatever's broken, you broke. This is not an age thing. This is a youth thing.
Yeah, it's
Stay
age.
off the skateboards.
I'm done.
Peace, dude.
Thank you.
Fucking chop.